It's April 1st, and you know what that means. It's April Fool's Day! This is the one day where you can pull the cheapest pranks known to man and hysterically laugh at people's faces without getting directly punched in the face. It's basically a free pass to make fun of every person you see, because all you have to do is say April Fools after and you're all good. Hey, you just hit my car! April Fools. Oh yeah. The first prank I ever remember pulling was the fake bug prank. So on Halloween, this house gave out a bowl of candy and plastic bugs, and I decided to pick the plastic cockroach. From that moment, I started plotting for April Fool's Day. When the day finally arrived, I woke up super early and initiated stage 1 of my plan. I took the cockroach from my secret compartment in my desk and got some clear tape and silently snuck into the bathroom. After planting it securely on the side of the toilet seat, I carefully closed the lid and all I had to do was wait and realized I might have woken up a bit too early. So I fell asleep again for a couple of hours and woke up to the sound of a door opening. I watched through the crack of the door and saw my first victim, my sister, heading towards the bathroom. After waiting a few seconds, I heard the most blood-curdling scream ever. Don't worry, I recorded it. After that, I thought I was the greatest prankster to ever live. I kept reminding her of the prank for weeks after that, even though literally no one else found it funny, except me, and that's all that mattered. So I kept going on with these types of pranks, and one of my favorites was taping a quarter on the faucet, so when my parents turned it on, water splashed everywhere. Maybe this is why I wasn't the favorite child. Nah. But those were the types of pranks that were actually good. The ones that cause a big reaction or mess is top tier humor, unlike the pranks made by my teachers. They're always so lame and most of it is just dad jokes, but worse. I remember going to school on April 1st and seeing a huge box on the teacher's desk that had brownies written on it and a stack of tissues next to it. The whole class got super excited and started celebrating. My teacher gave everyone a tissue and told everyone to come get one, but when she opened the box, everyone went silent. The prank itself was so bad, it actually gave me secondhand embarrassment. I guess it had to be a harmless prank, otherwise you know some parents would try to sue the teacher and get them fired. So it's a good thing I'm not a teacher, because I decided to ramp up my own pranks to a slightly more harmful level. And this time, I was gonna team up with my sister to go against my mom. It was kind of a revenge prank from the year before, but my mom thought it was a great idea to tell my sister that her best friend moved away when she didn't. Because how does her best friend move to a different state out of the blue without telling her conveniently on April 1st? But the thing about my mom is that she's really convincing. She carried the story on for 30 minutes, all with a stone cold face, that even I believed it. Eventually, my sister was fully convinced that it was real, and in the middle of her freaking out, she said, "April Fools." I think there's a distinct line between a funny joke and actually tormenting other people, and my mom crossed that line with no hesitation. So the next year, I binge watched so many compilations of 2010's DIY prank videos until I found the ultimate video, the hot sauce jelly donut prank. All I needed was a donut, some hot sauce, a spoon, and a knife. We both begged our dad to bring us to the grocery store, and we got a box of 4 donuts. 1 jelly donut, 1 chocolate frosted donut, and 2 sprinkle donuts. You know, to make it less suspicious. When we got home, it was time to perform the surgery on the donut, and after 20 minutes, it was finally ready. My sister quickly gave my mom the donut as fast as possible and sprinted back to watch her reaction from the distance. I hope she wouldn't notice the obviously massive square incision at the bottom and us looking over the edge of the wall, but thankfully she didn't, and she took her first bite. Maybe she hasn't gotten to it yet. She ate the whole thing with no reaction at all. How is that even possible? I thought maybe the hot sauce we had was defective or something, but when I tried it, my lips were on fire. I couldn't just accept defeat, so we tried it again with cookies. But before I could place it on the table, I started uncontrollably laughing. Holding in your laughter is one of the hardest things to do, and when you do, it gives it away so fast. Probably around half the pranks I did failed like this, because I started laughing before anything even happened. It's the same thing when you tell the funniest joke ever, and you're laughing so hard in the middle of it that the other person just looks at you like you're crazy. Eventually, I grew out of pranking people, mostly because everyone started automatically suspecting that I was going to do something, and making pranks more and more complex was just too much work for me. But I'll still share some of the prank ideas that I thought of. This is one of those pranks you pull when you want to annoy your sibling, but also don't want them to vandalize your whole room with toilet paper. Basically, you just take some tape and cut them into really small pieces and put them in front of someone's door with the sticky part facing up. So when they open the door, they'll step onto a bunch of tape and that's it. I did this prank one time to my friend, and just as a warning, they'll hate you for a bit. To do this prank, you have to take the smallest amount of food coloring possible and put it on the bristles part of a toothbrush. It's pretty self-explanatory what happens next. For this, you'll need an alarm clock with a really annoying sound and put it under someone's bed. I remember when I tried this, I could hear the alarm from the other side of the house when it went off, and it lasted forever. So I wouldn't really recommend it if you live with the person. I thought of doing this prank a couple of times, but again, so you take a lot of plastic cups and place them everywhere inside someone's room and fill them all with water. And if you want to make it even worse, you could staple the cups together so they can't pick it up easily. If you're looking to do a harmless prank on your friends or family, don't do this one. All you have to do is take a really hot pepper and mix it in a pile of mini bell peppers and put it on a table at a party. And you'll know if this works if you suddenly hear someone screaming. Maybe don't do this one. Well, those are some of the ideas I had. Hopefully you can use this as inspiration for making someone's day 100% worse and yours 100% better. Overall, April Fool's Day is pretty fun, unless I'm the one getting pranked.